It's been several weeks, probably pushing a month now, since I've received my results back from my DNA test for MyHeritage. And here's something that I think has changed in my life since finding out that I'm 33% German or Dutch, 33% Spanish or Portuguese, 8% Eastern European, 23% Central American, and almost 1% Middle Eastern. Here's something that's happened since finding that out. I am less intrigued about my ethnicity now. I know at first you hear that, like, well, of course, because now you have some direction. Now you have some answers you don't anymore. But it's funny because I guess specifically here's something that changed. A decade, let's say a decade. For pushing a decade, I have just been totally fascinated by Jewish people. I assumed I was part Jewish because that was kind of passed down from my mom, and somebody had heard that we were part Jewish. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I was fascinated by how many actors in movies and TV shows you see who are Jewish. In fact, look at any classic TV show or movie, and it's hard to find one that doesn't have a Jewish actor in there. That's amazing to me. How many businesses and industries have Jewish businessmen behind them? It's fascinating because there's not a proportionally in America. I think there's about 2.5% Jewish people, but yet when you look the way they've helped build America, it's fascinating. So I've been so fascinated by Jewish people, but then I find out I'm not Jewish at all. And in fact, technically you could say I'm the opposite, because if I'm 0.8% Middle Eastern, then I'm definitely not Jewish at all. And I still think Jewish people are awesome, for sure. But I guess it takes the fun out of it, knowing that, okay, well, I guess I'm over that now because I'm not Jewish. And it's funny because it's like, all right, so I'm Spanish or Portuguese, and it's like, I don't know what to do with that information because it gets muddied over here for me as an American, because it's really difficult for me as an American to decipher what is Spanish, what is Spain. I don't really know much about Spain. I'm very unaware of Spain. And then, like, the more I'm learning from the comments, Spain was almost like a version of America is now. Like, Spain was such a thoroughfare for so many people, groups, so many things going on. And what is its identity? And yet that's 33% of me. It's Spanish or Portuguese. The DNA test for MyHeritage doesn't they're not specific about that. But I just wonder if anyone else has run into that. Like, I don't know. It's cool to finally have some closure, but at the same time, then you get it. Then, like, this whole thing you've been searching for and curious about your whole life, it's kind of like, okay, then, I guess that's it. I guess I'm not curious or wondering about that anymore. I guess I need to be curious or wonder about something else now instead. So, just wondering if anyone else had that experience. Of course, I'm going to continue researching. I'll be uploading my raw DNA to other sites. I'm trying out DNA Land right now. I mean, I'm always going to be interested in it and talking about it, but it's almost a little anticlimactic once you finally learn it, right? Can you relate?